Hey, my name is Charlotte if you're new here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Gymshark and Whitney collection. So I have some of the pieces here. I love talking about activewear and reviewing activewear. I used to do it a lot on TikTok and I thought let's move the party with that over to YouTube. It means I can talk about things in a little bit more depth, and yeah, let's just jump straight into things. So in terms of the pieces that I decided to go for, I have the longline bra in white, which I have on right now, and then I got all of the leggings I got the leggings in all of the colours apart from the black. They are still inside out. So I have the cement brown, obviously. I haven't honestly didn't top up my research. I can't remember what the colours are called, but I have the really light pinky purples. I think these are called Canyon Red or something. They're not red, they're pink, but we'll get into that. And then another pair that are inside out, but to be fair, you can't tell too much. But yeah, the blue green colour. So let's kind of go through my first thoughts on everything. So I love the Whitney collections. They're my favourite Gymshark collections, I can honestly say, in the past year. So in the last year, the only kind of Gymshark things that I've really brought have been from the Gymshark and Whitney collections. I love this fabric so much. If you're not familiar with the fabric, it is so it's like a nice, I don't know how to describe it. It's not similar, if you're familiar with Alphalete, it's very similar to the Essential fabric, but a bit more like sportwear as well. On the inside it is that typical kind of legging material, hopefully you can see that, but then on the outside it's more of that kind of fluffy legging material, which is similar to that kind of Alpha Luxe Essential range. There's not, to my knowledge, any Gymshark collections that are a similar fabric to this. It is a very unique material. I think some people have said it's quite similar to the Lululemon Aligns, but it is a fabric that I really like, and I'm really happy that they've continuously brought it back for every collection because it is fantastic. And I'm really gutted that this is going to be the last collection because the fabric is just unbeatable in my opinion. Shape wise, I really like the leggings. I really wish they'd brought some shorts out in this collection that aren't the, I think they're called rest day, they've called them, side of the collection. I'm not a massive fan of that side, so that is why I only got the leggings and the longline bra. Yeah, for me personally, I would not wear any of that rest day stuff. I thought about it because I thought the halter bra, the halter top, was quite cute, but I was like, realistically, I'm never gonna wear it. There is no point. Yeah, it's just not, I don't know. With the material, I was like, that's the material you wear when it's cold, but with the way that the pieces were designed, I was like, they're designed for when it's hot, and the UK is absolutely not hot at the moment and we're in an energy crisis. The heating isn't on. They're not practical pieces in my opinion, so I didn't buy them. But yeah, stuck to the typical activewear. Yeah, first impression wise, really like them. I think they're a nice fit. They are true to size. They have that kind of typical bum scrunch that the Whitney leggings have. I don't normally go for leggings with pockets, but I do quite like the pockets on these. They don't stand out or look bulky. They are pretty hidden. But yeah, they definitely are nice pieces. So getting into what they're like to actually wear and train in. I wore the light purple, I think it's a purple, it looks purple. One thing I will actually say about these leggings is they show up completely different colours on everyone's cameras, and they show up completely different in person. They are colours that very much change based on your skin tone and the colour surrounding you. So the green They looked quite blue, I thought, online and in Whitney's video especially, but these are a green. Like, they are definitely they're a green legging. There's no kind of doubt about that. I'm going to do colour comparisons at the end of this video, because I know that they are super useful. So yeah, they are definitely more of a green, and then these I would say are definitely more of a purple rather than a pink. So as I said, I wore these to train on them the day after the parcel arrived, and I'm already getting this weird like pulling. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Which I'm really disappointed with. It's not something that I found on... Oh, some of these are a little bit dirty as well. I haven't washed them since wearing them. And I keep basically, when I get out of my car, I keep brushing mud against myself. So, but yeah, they've got some weird pulls on them, mainly around that kind of pockety area, which is quite disappointing. As I said, oh, and there's one kind of on this bit as well by like the gusset. Which is quite disappointing. There's some further down the legs as well. It is only this colour that I have found it in, but yeah, it's still really disappointing. Obviously, like, for the amount of time that I've actually had the leggings, you wouldn't expect to be having those kind of issues already, so I am quite disappointed with that. But overall, the leggings are good. Yeah, and again, there's some pulling. That's up here. That's the same as that one, sorry. But yeah, just like the pocket, like the thread is just coming undone, and I don't know what I've done to do that. When I trained, I did leg press, hip thrust, glute medius kickbacks, and a lying leg curl. Like, there's nothing that I would have done where the pulling is that it's because of where like the bars hit them or anything like that. It's not like, if the pulling was like across the hip, then I'd be like, okay, cool, maybe like the barbell just kind of messed it up. But like where it is, there's nothing that would have interfered. So that is quite disappointing. The waist on these doesn't fit as like, does that make sense, as some of the other Whitney collections. So I have the collections that I have are, or pieces from, the first ones, so I think they call them like V1, and then I have V3 and V4, and from V3 I have the mesh leggings and I think they're just called the regular ones, and all of them have a waistband that kind of is a bit tighter, so it stays very well put on your body, and I have them in a variety of sizes. I have changed sizes throughout the last year, so I have some pieces in a small, some pieces in a medium, and like the secureness of the waistband and that tightness is the same in both the small and the medium. It's something that's kind of like sewn in. These don't have that. They sit a bit more flat to the waist, so I did find that I was having to pull them up a little bit more. Potentially that could have been a sizing thing. I did go for a medium rather than a small because I don't normally fit in a small anymore, other than pieces that I already have, because obviously like I've worn them as I've gained weight, so they've stretched with me basically, but yeah, I don't find that these waistbands quite grip as much as previous collections, but I do really like the shape. Like, if you can see, the edges kind of come up, which is really flattering when it's on, and it looks quite subtle, but it does make your waist look snatched. I just wish that they sat a bit more flush, and kind of had more like to it, if that makes sense. The butt scrunch as well is really nice. It doesn't quite go up the cheeks. It's not like an Alphalete butt scrunch, but it's not as like not nice as the normal Gymshark butt scrunches, where they just put like a little, and it looks like you've got like a butthole on you, and you can kind of get these to go up the cheeks as well. Like, if you've got some excess fabric in the legs, then you can pull it and kind of do that trick. But yeah, it's not as intense as say like an Alphalete Amplify or the Honor Active Effortless, but yeah. And I haven't found that the other colours have done that. So I train with the pulling, sorry. So I trained upper body in the green. I've managed to get a mark on the bum, and I'm praying that it comes out. If it doesn't come out, I'm going to be so mad. But yeah, these don't have any pulling, so I don't know if it is a case of this specific legging, if it's that specific colour. I might speak to Gymshark about it, and I will like comment and update if I do that. But yeah, these ones have kind of managed really, really fine. There's no real pulling. But yeah, again, they don't have that like suctioned in waist. The others do. It's very much a flat to the waist look. But yeah, they all fit exactly the same as well in terms of sizing. And next that I got obviously is the bra. I haven't trained in this. To be honest, this isn't a bra that I would train in. I'm not typically a massive fan of long line bras. The reason that I got the bra from this collection is because with the pockets on these, I was like, this would be a really, really cute outfit to go on walks in, kind of as it gets into the summer, like more of that kind of like athleisure rest day wear. So I can't see myself training in this an awful lot, to be honest, but I do think it's nice as a top, and that is how I planned on wearing it. If you are bigger chested, I am obviously not blessed in that department, but if you are bigger chested, I think this would be a really, really good bra because the cups are quite big. So I have a size small, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the cups kind of run all along here. So the actual cup size of it is big. Like there's enough for, if you had like bigger gals, they would fit in here, which I think is really good. I really like the kind of corset stitching, that bit of mesh that you've got, and like how you can adjust at the back with the straps as well. I do think, yeah, I do really like this as a top, not a bra. I really wish that they'd brought out like a smaller bra as well. Like I definitely wish they brought out more of the training stuff in this collection rather than like an excess of those rest day pieces. Yeah, I find it really weird that they brought out so many rest day pieces because normally they're the stuff, that's the side of the collection that never sells out. So yeah, bit mind-boggling to me. But yeah, I think they're kind of like my main opinions on the collection so far. In terms of like the colours, I think they're all really nice. They aren't sheer. To me, I haven't found them to be sheer. I don't squat in leggings anyway, so I don't really care if they're squat proof, like I'm not gonna lie. I will say that like the lighter colour, you'll see in the clip of me doing leg press, you can see cellulite with this. Personally, it doesn't bother me. It's something I have, like, who gives a shit, it's just my body. But if that is something that you are quite conscious of, then I would bear that in mind with this lighter colour. It doesn't show up with like the darker colours. I'm not sure if it would show up with the cement brown. From the lighting I've been in, the angles I've been in, I've not been able to tell. But I've also not trained in these. It might be something that comes up more when training, obviously, because of the angles that your body's at and everything like that. But yeah, darker colours, that obviously doesn't show as much, but that is pretty standard for most leggings and things. But yeah, cool. I will run through some colour comparisons now. Okay, so these are some of the pinks. So these two are the pinks from this collection. So these are Canyon Red, and I believe these are called Peony Pink. It's something like that. I will pop the name on the screen. And then these are, I cannot for the life of me remember what these are called. I will watch Whitney's first video. This is from the first ever Whitney collection. I don't know what they're called. This is just a random pair of riderwear leggings in a much darker pink, just to get a bit more of a comparison with those. So yeah, as you can see, these two are really, really similar. Yeah, like super similar. Like the only real difference I would say is these are a bit on the warmer side, whereas these are more of a cool tone pink. But obviously these have been washed a lot. Like I've had these for years and I got them secondhand as well. Like these are old, so that could play into it as well. But yeah, really similar. And then these are obviously completely different. They are way more they're pulling really white actually compared to all the other pinks. but I would say they are more of a purple. I don't have any purples. Let me grab my French Blue Alphalete actually and show you how much more purpley they are. Okay, so this is compared to Alphalete French Blue. I feel like with that, rather than like with the pinks, you can really see that these are pulling more of a purple than a pink. I would definitely describe this colour as, like, if you see it in, that's kind of in direct sunlight. Oh, I just dropped it. So yeah, in the direct sunlight, I would definitely say that these are more of a purple. You can really see it with that logo as well. The logo especially is very much a true kind of purple. So then we come on to the green. So this is the green colour from the latest Whitney collection. This is Sage Green from Honor, Pear Blue from Alphalete, and then Eucalyptus from Whitney V3. So as you can see, they're a lot lighter than Eucalyptus, but they're definitely pulling more blue than Sage from Honor, but then definitely way more green than Alphalete. I think that really shows how this colour, and especially like when you compare it to the Alphalete, is looking really green. When you compare it to the Honor, it definitely looks more blue. So these are definitely a colour where the colour that they pull really depends on what you are wearing them with. So then last but not least, we have the browns. So this is Cement Brown. This is Mocha in Amplify from Alphalete. Then this is, I think it's called Dandelion Brown from V2. And then this is Rekindle Brown from V3. So yeah, as you can see, these are much, much lighter. It is much more of a beige taupe colour, as opposed to a brown. I really wouldn't describe it as a brown, to be honest. I don't have anything similar to that in my collection that I could compare it to that's going to be a little bit closer. Maybe this would be like, I don't own Hazelnut, but from Alphalete, but this is kind of the kind of tone I imagine that to be. So yeah, as you can see, it is definitely more of a neutral tone. Like, this is a really, really warm brown, and when you compare it, you can really see that this is much cooler, but then compared to a cool brown, it still doesn't look too cool. And yeah, definitely, like, compared to, like, if I take these away, you can kind of see that it is pulling more brown, but then when you put these in, I definitely think it pulls more to that kind of beigey grey. But yeah, hopefully that helped, being able to see those kind of colour comparisons. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that was helpful, and that you kind of got more of an insight into a true opinion of the Whitney collection from someone that obviously doesn't work with Gymshark. If you could like this video, I would be so appreciative, and please subscribe to my channel, as it does really help me. And yeah, please comment down below what your favourite piece from the collection is. If you did buy something, and if you are going to buy something, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you in my next video.